Today we're going to talk about least common multiple. So the least common multiple is the least number, the lowest number that is a multiple of two or more numbers. We also call this the LCM. That's what you're going to hear me refer to it as a lot, okay? So steps to finding the LCM. Step 1 is we're going to list some multiples of each number. Then we will circle the common multiples, and then we will identify the least common multiple, right? Least common multiple. Those are the three parts that go into it. So if you look over here, we list the multiples of 4, list the multiples of 6, circle the ones that they share. The lowest one that they share is 12, so the least common multiple is 12. For this, your multiplication chart is going to come in handy. So let's look at the first problem. Find the LCM of 8 and 6. So use your multiplication chart to list out those multiples. I can start here with 6 and 8, or 8 and 6. I'm going to start with 8, then 6. So listing some multiples of 8. Remember, 8 is a multiple of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay, so I'm just listing a few at first. I'm going to look for common ones. If I don't find common ones, then guess what? I can go back and add some more. If I look, they share 24. I don't see any others of the ones that I listed that they share. That means that their least common multiple is 24. All right, number 2. Find the least common multiple of 15 and 25. All right, so using our multiplication chart, looking at multiples of 15, we've got some listed right here. So 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. For 25, we don't have 25 on our multiplication chart, but if you know how to count quarters, then you can list out some multiples there. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, and so on. If you don't know how to count by quarters, then just do some repeated addition to get those multiples. Now let's look at what they share. All that I see that they share is 75, so their least common multiple is 75. All right, find the least common multiple of 9 and 18. So let's list out some multiples for 9 right here. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. Let's list them out for 18. 18, 36, 54, 72, 90. Let's go through and circle the ones they have in common. So they share 18, they share 36, they share 54. So there's 3 that they share, but we're looking for the lowest one, which is 18. A lot of times people forget that 18 is a multiple of 18, so that is your least common multiple. Most common mistake is people will say 36, but nope, 18 works for both of them. All right, looking for number 4. Find the least common multiple of 5 and 11. 5, you might be able to skip count easily. If not, use this multiplication chart here. So again, I'm just going to list a few. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to stop there for now just because I'm got no more room on my line. 11. So 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77. Okay? So let's go and look for some common multiples. Looking right now, I don't see any in common. So since the 11 is up to a higher number, I'm going to add some to my 5s till I get closer to some of these higher numbers in the 11s. So I'm going to write underneath here 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Now let's look back and see if they share anything. Now I see this one has a 55 and this one has a 55. So their least common multiple is 55. You also might not have to write out your multiples of 5 because maybe you realize that every single number that's a multiple of 5 ends in a 5 or a 0. So you could list out your multiples of 11 until you get one that ends in a 5 or a 0. All right, one more before the you try. So the only difference with this one is we're having you find the least common multiple of 3 numbers. So 4, 9, and 12. So I'm going to list mine out for 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 30, 36. For 9, 18, 27, 36, 42, 45, 54, I'm going to stop there, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. Let's look for some common multiples of all of them. So we got to look, 4 and 12 share 12, and they share 24, but 9 doesn't share that. So I got to keep going. I see that all 3 of them share 36. So again, we can't pick 12 because that's only a shared multiple of 4 and 12. We have to do 36 because that's the lowest one that all 3 of them share. All right, now trying a you try problem. This one again with 3 numbers here. So find the least common multiple of 6, 9, and 18.